अपनी लाइफ में कभी ना कभी आपने भी ये किया होगा। सुबह स्कूल में मैथ्स पढ़ी, शाम को ट्यूशन में जाकर वही मैथ्स दोबारा पढ़ी। स्कूल में फिजिक्स, कोचिंग में फिजिक्स। स्कूल्स एग्जाम्स के लिए, लेकिन एंट्रेंस एग्जाम के लिए कोचिंग। कॉलेज मिल गया, डिग्री मिल गई, फिर से जॉब के लिए एक और कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम और उसके लिए एक और कोचिंग। इतना कॉमन है ये सब कि अजीब भी नहीं लगता। बट थिंक अबाउट इट, एक स्टूडेंट 12 से 15 साल फॉर्मल एजुकेशन में बिता देता है और बार बार उसे एक और इंस्टीट्यूशन की ज़रूरत पड़ जाती है टू प्रिपेयर फॉर व्हाट कम्स आफ्टर दैट एजुकेशन। प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी ने इंडिपेंडेंस डे की स्पीच में कोचिंग के फाइनेंशियल बर्डन को केटर करने के लिए अनाउंस किया है फ्री ऑनलाइन कोचिंग फॉर कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन। प्रॉब्लम दिखी, सोल्यूशन आया। कोचिंग्स एक्सपेंसिव हैं, गवर्नमेंट कोचिंग्स फ्री कर दी गई फॉर अ स्टूडेंट हु कैन नॉट अफोर्ड एक्सपेंसिव प्रेपरेशन। दिस कैन जेन्युइनली बी अ गेम चेंजर। बट एक सवाल और है, कोचिंग की ज़रूरत क्यों है? स्कूल के बाद ट्यूशन क्यों? स्कूल के सब्जेक्ट्स के एंट्रेंस के लिए कोचिंग क्यों? डिग्री के बाद जॉब के लिए एक और कोचिंग क्यों? और लाखों स्टूडेंट्स कुछ हजार अपॉर्चुनिटीज के लिए सालों क्यों स्पेंड कर रहे हैं? Coaching isn't where the problem is beginning. Coaching is where several other problems finally become visible. School doesn't completely align with learning. Learning doesn't completely align with examination. Examinations don't completely align with education. Education doesn't completely align with employment, and employment opportunities don't always align with the aspirations our education system itself is creating. And whenever two institutions don't connect properly, somebody builds a bridge. Tuition, coaching, test series, certifications, skill courses, placement trainings, and now government coachings. So the question is not free coaching अच्छा है या नहीं. There is a lot of benefit that will come out of it. But the deeper question, however, remains, why has coaching become so important that the government itself now needs to provide it? Following are the 10 hidden questions inside that one question. Number one, if school is enough, why does almost everybody need something extra after school? Coaching को हम extra बोलते हैं. Extra classes, extra help, extra preparation. But when parents start to feel कि बाकी सब कोचिंग कर रहे हैं, मेरा बच्चा नहीं करेगा तो पीछे रह जाएगा, is that really extra? Researchers call this supplementary education alongside formal education, shadow education. And the metaphor fits here perfectly. जब मेन सिस्टम्स, स्कूल, एग्जाम, सिलेबसेस में कोई भी चेंज आता है, shadow changes accordingly. The shadow survives by finding precisely what the formal system is not providing. So India's enormous coaching industry does not only tell us something about the coachings, it tells us something about the system casting that shadow. If millions of families independently conclude formal education alone is not enough, that isn't merely a parenting choice, it becomes a social fact. Number two, those who administer public education, influence it, teach in it, make policies for it, however many a times don't choose it for their own children. काफी बार उनकी families private schools या इंडिया के बाहर पढ़ना प्रेफर करती हैं. It's true that change takes time to be implemented, so such choices can be made. However, the uncomfortable question, movements like school ठीक करो आंदोलन bring into public discussion are also worth discussing. इंडिया के बहुत सारे बच्चों को स्कूल्स ऐसी कंडीशन में मिल रहे हैं जो ठीक नहीं है. फ्री कोचिंग 17 साल के बच्चे को 17वें साल में हेल्प जरूर कर देगा, but it cannot retrospectively repair the 12 years of learning that the child has had. Number 3, school teaches you physics, coaching teaches you how to beat 10,000 people in physics itself. These are two different games. School पूछता है, do you understand Newton's law? Competitive exam ये भी पूछता है, can you solve faster? Can you eliminate? Can you leave the right question? Can you manage negative marking? Can you recognize patterns? Can you perform under immense pressure? And that is where coachings find a product. Not simply मैं आपको फिजिक्स पढ़ा दूंगी, but actually मैं बताऊंगी कि फिजिक्स के थ्रू इस एग्जाम में आप रैंक कैसे ला सकते हैं. एजुकेशन टीचर्स सब्जेक्ट्स, competitive coachings teach selection. So even excellent schools may not automatically eliminate coachings, because as long as the selection system rewards skills that the classroom is not even teaching, somebody will build an industry inside that gap. Number 4, the shadow has become so important that the state itself is providing it. Look at the sequence. Government school देता है, government education को regulate करती है, पॉलिसी बनाती है, गवर्नमेंट मेजर एग्जाम्स कंडक्ट करती है, प्राइवेट कोचिंग्स ग्रो अराउंड इट, गवर्नमेंट कोचिंग्स को रेगुलेट करती है, एंड नाउ government itself provides coaching. That is a major institutional shift. Something once treated as a supplementary measure has become consequential, that access to that supplement itself has become a policy problem. State कहती है everyone should have access. इसलिए कोचिंग अब हम देंगे, फ्री देंगे, ऑनलाइन देंगे. But it also tells us that the shadow is becoming a part of the system. Number 5, free coaching can make the race fairer, but it cannot make the finish line wider. 10 लाख बच्चे, 1000 सीट. One student can afford coaching, another student cannot. Government free और बढ़िया कोचिंग देगी. That's great. Financial challenges definitely address होंगे. But seats कितनी रही? वही 1000. Inequality of preparation को कम करने के लिए ये अटेम्प्ट रिकग्नाइजेबल है, बट देयर इज स्टिल स्कैसिटी ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी. फ्री कोचिंग एड्रेसेस द फर्स्ट. It does not automatically create more college seats, more government vacancies, more qualitative jobs. Number 6, give everyone the same coaching and someone will build a new advantage. गवर्नमेंट फ्री ऑनलाइन कोचिंग देगी, सबको एक्सेस देगी, एवरीबडी गेट्स गुड लेक्चर्स, एवरीवन इज प्रिपेयरिंग, एंड समबडी एक्सप्लोर्स एंड गेट्स थोड़ा सा बेटर मॉक, लिटिल बेटर प्रेप, पर्सनल मेंटरशिप, AI एनालिटिक्स, premium evaluation, 5 interview with real actual former officers. Competition is bound to create its own next layer, because a competitive examination does not simply ask आपको सब आता है. It will ask, are you better prepared and placed than other people competing against you? That is positional competition. If everybody becomes 20% better by having access to something available to all, their relative position can remain exactly the same. So the entire race gets better prepared, not necessarily less competitive. Certainly this will not be exactly the same for all due to personal capabilities, study environments, digital access, and so much more. But if we see the macro impact and average it out, we can see that if everyone gets the same ladder, someone will look for a taller ladder. And that is why free coaching can democratize one advantage without ending the search for another advantage. Number 7, maybe taking coaching is the rational thing to do. हर एक मार्क मैटर करता है, रैंक मैटर करती है, अटेम्प्ट्स लिमिटेड होते हैं, एज लिमिट्स होती हैं, एग्जाम की एक फिक्स डेट होती है, एवरीबडी इज प्रिपेयरिंग, एंड समवन ऑफर्स यू even a 2% advantage, better notes, better mocks, better feedback, better strategy. Why won't you take it if you can? At the individual level, coaching can perfectly feel rational, and everybody makes the same rational decision. Everyone spends more. Everyone studies more. Everyone buys another test series. Everyone searches for another advantage. That extra edge. Opportunities same hai. Individual rationality can produce collective rationality. So telling an aspirant that coaching nahi karni chahiye or anything like that cannot solve the coaching problem. We have to look at the conditions that make coaching rational for students. Number 8, maybe the government job obsession is actually telling us something about other jobs as well. India में government job mentality है, लाखों aspirants, millions sometimes, relatively few government vacancies. But where does that mentality come from? Security, predictable salary, status, benefits, stability, experiences, family approval, and the feeling एक बार हो गया life settle हो जाएगी. Now reverse the question. Instead of asking young Indians government jobs के पीछे क्यों भाग रहे हैं, let's ask what does the alternative job market look like from the perspective of the aspirant. डिग्री जॉब से मैच नहीं करती, जॉब मिलेगी, सैलरी क्या होगी, कितनी स्टेबल होगी, जॉब सर्च शुरू कहाँ से करनी है, 5 साल बाद where will I stand? If the alternatives feel uncertain, the secure job becomes more valuable. More valuable the job, more competition, more important exam, more coachings. So perhaps the coaching center is downstream from the job market. OR and Mukherjee Nagar को समझने के लिए we have to also understand jobs waiting at the other end of the examination. Number 9, coaching has also become a job market for people the exam system leaves behind. This is something I have seen over the years from inside the industry. Someone prepares for UPSC for 5 years. Exam clear करने के लिए you need to master everything. उस प्रोसेस में आप कुछ चीज़ों में बहुत अच्छे हो जाते हैं और कुछ चीज़ों में शायद उतने अच्छे नहीं. इन केस आप एग्जाम क्लियर नहीं कर पाए and you had become extraordinary at some parts of the exam, many a times it gives you a very unique vantage point to help others with it. And that is fascinating about the labor market transformation. 5 साल का CV gap, but the coaching industry may see 5 years of accumulated expertise that transforms an aspirant into faculty, mentor, content creator, copy evaluator, test series creator, academic manager, interview mentor. ये सारी चीज़ें specific. Think of many teachers you learn from. A significant number of them have built their expertise while preparing for the very same examination they now teach. And I have seen extraordinarily talented people find their careers here after the examination they originally prepared for did not work out. Coaching converts what one labor market calls a CV gap into the recognition of examination capital. So coaching isn't simply an education industry. It is also an employment ecosystem. It also produces careers, expertise, organizations, innovation, and second chances. And that complexity matters. Number 10, we give people degrees and then tell them they are not job ready. Schools, board examinations, entrance examinations, colleges, degrees, and then skill courses करो, certification courses कर लो, internship कर लो, competitive examinations दे लो, placement training ले लो. At some point, a young person can reasonably ask, तो ये डिग्री मुझे किस चीज़ के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रही थी? And suddenly, the entire coaching problem looks different. School and learning का gap, learning and examination का gap, examination and higher education का gap, education and skills का gap, skills and employment का gap. And inside every gap, someone builds a bridge. Tuitions, coachings, certification, edtech, skill programs, placement trainings, government schemes, private markets, which brings us back to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's announcement. Free coaching can be valuable. If money prevents a talented student from accessing preparation, remove that barrier. But India's ambition has to be larger than making every bridge free. We also have to ask, why are there so many bridges? Because perhaps India doesn't fundamentally have a coaching problem. It has an alignment problem. Schools, learning, education, examination, skills, employment, and coaching, they all grow in gaps. PM Modi's announcement may make one of those bridges accessible. That's immensely valuable. But the deeper measure of success would be something much more ambitious. So to conclude, I want to leave you with a thought, not that who will provide the coaching, but also why does so much of India feel that it cannot compete without it?